disappears as she goes. Miss her as you look away, and no one knows. This power is a key. This power changes me. We are destined fire, trapped in this machine. Don't know how long we've waited. As the Eggman's watching, we are destined fire, looking through a screen. Don't know how long we've waited. As the Eggman watches. One, two, three. You didn't know, now I'm gonna show you the power that is me. You try to take me down, stop the show. Seems you've never tasted fear, a loss of control. The power lives in me. The power that is me. We are destined.
Alrighty, hello everyone. Hello, welcome to the stream. Gonna pause that music. Hopefully that won't get me like copyright stricken for the first almost 4 minutes of this thing. But it's fine. Nothing was happening, so we're all good. Anyway, welcome. I'm gonna be trying out a digital drawing on my laptop for the first time ever. This is gonna be a joy, a riot. And the thing isn't working because of course it's not. It was a minute ago. Let's see if I can actually show the capture. I turned it off, so of course it didn't show. Wow, look at that. Okay. Um, yeah, for the first like hour or so of this stream, I'm just gonna be trying drawing. I've done digital art before just on like my phone. Um, right, okay, I know how to do things. Okay. Just like on my phone it hasn't been okay. And it hasn't been the greatest, but I got a drawing tablet like months ago. I won it in like a little giveaway. Um, and it's finally time to start using it. There we go. Yeah. Beautiful art. All right. Stream done. We made a masterpiece. Joking, joking. But just gonna because I don't want to deal with erasing it. I'm using IBIS Paint on here because I already use it on my phone and know generally how it works. Um, so I'm just gonna go on with it and hope for the best. I'm just gonna draw, just gonna mess around a bit. Just gonna draw like my little Sona guy. Because I'm not sure what else to draw, and again, digital art isn't my strong suit, so I'm just gonna try sketching how I normally do, like in my sketchbook and stuff, and just hope for the best. Just gonna make a simple guy. This is not going well. It's not much to talk about. I'm not good at just talking. I've said this before in a stream in the past, but usually whenever I'm just chilling out alone, I just start talking about random junk and then it like works out well. And then by the time I get to a stream or something, then suddenly I just can't talk. There's just nothing. There's just nothing going on. Yeah. I, I don't know. But yeah, we're just gonna vibe for the first little bit, and I said specifically for like the first hour or so, cause for some reason on Ibis Paint on like the laptop I found, it'll it it lets you have like a free trial, but only for like an hour a day for some reason, even though it doesn't do that um on mobile. So we're just gonna do that, and I have something else planned for the second half of the stream, but yeah, it'll be a little like surprise, you know. Sometimes, oh God, sometimes you gotta do that. I know how to draw noses, I swear. Um, okay, we're just gonna move on from that for now. We'll get to the face later. We're just gonna keep drawing the guy. We're just gonna keep drawing and just kind of move on, hope for the best. Just gonna give him a little dopey face for now. We'll get to him later. Um, yeah, we're just gonna be vibing for a little bit. Um, hmm. Watch any good movies recently, chat? Uh, I don't know. But yeah, yeah. Summer's been fun. Just an interesting time all around, I guess, for myself personally. I'm just gonna talk about summertime now, 'cause that's it's time of year. Just gonna, yeah. Um, haven't done too much. I was able to go camping as I do each year, and that was tons of fun. Um, oh no, just delete your art. Just gonna go back. Go back. Okay. um, I was able to go camping, and that was a whole lot of fun. I always love camping with my family. That's great. I see family that I don't normally see in the year. Um, and we just get to hang out and have a good time. Um, I was like, it's oh my gosh, it's so weird now because we have like a whole new generation of the family coming in. All of the former kids are starting to grow up now, and some are having kids, and it's like, whoa, that's crazy. We just have like little babies around now, and they're cool, but it's weird. Um, but yeah, it was a fun time. Um, I always go camping at a lake, so I got to do a lot of swimming, and I quite like swimming, even if I do get really out of breath real quickly. But that's fine. That's all good. I do what I want anyway, 'cause existence is limited, and I'm not gonna make it more limited for myself. I'm just gonna go. Just gonna go and do things, and even if they don't turn out that great, oh well. Um, better to have like tried it at least instead of just being like, oh, boo 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 boo, I can't do things because it's so scary or whatever. I don't know. As long as you stay safe to just do whatever the fuck you want. That's my motto that I made up just now. But yeah, just kind of vibe. What am I gonna do with his legs? He's gonna be standing all goofy. He's goofy and gay, just like me. So he's yeah. I'm not good at drawing wings. I seriously need to get better at drawing wings. So many characters that I like or that I've made have wings, and yet I don't know how to draw them. And that's not good. You gotta be able to draw the things that are attributes of your characters. But yeah, camping, that's fun. Um, I went to a local fair the other day with some friends, and that was also very fun. Um, Fairs are just generally really, really fun. Just little county fair things, having a swell jolly old time. Um, yeah, it was a really nice and sunny day for like most of it, and then um, all of a sudden it's just like, haha. So we have like a severe thunder warning. You gotta go, and I was like, oh gee. Um, so thankfully we were already gonna leave by the time that happened, but it was it was a real situation. Pretty sure everyone's all right though. The people that I went with are all good, so um, you know, it all worked out in the end. Yeah, but it was a real fun time. We got to go on some rides. We got to just hang out and chill. Like I hadn't seen some of those friends in in a while. So I was real happy to hang out with them again. Sometimes you just gotta chill out with your friends and go do silly things. You just gotta go out there. Um, yeah, that's been the extent of my summer. Just camping a couple months ago, and then oh God, I hate drawing hands. Why did I choose to draw a hand specifically like this? It's one of my worst. It's one of my worst. Please pick the brush. Okay, yeah. But yeah, yeah. Ba 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 ba. Um. Okay. You know what? You know what? I'm gonna. I know this is cheating, but I'm just gonna shoop, and then he's like shoop, and then this arm, it just kind of come here, come here. You're just gonna shoop and shoop, and there we go. There we go. Well done. I'm just gonna hide that hand, because I don't want to deal with it right now. And then of course he has his stupid little tail. Um, I gotta. It's supposed to be longer, and yet I made it too small. Too small. Too short. Short ass tail for a short ass man. It's a dilemma, really. Okay. Shoop. Just gonna shoop, and then nope, nope. I love lines. They're so great. He says sarcastically. Jesus Christ. Okay. Boop, boop, boop. I'm I'm not putting too much effort into this if I'm gonna be completely honest. But it's better than the stuff that I've drawn on my phone at least, because with my phone I have to use my finger and it doesn't end up all too well. Um, so yeah, this is definitely a lot easier. It's definitely a lot more akin to um like pen and paper for obvious reasons, but you know, you know, it's easier. I like that. Oh yes, I forget I can like ooh that's very light pressure and then boom lots of pressure. Oh yes yes I love digital art. Ha 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 ha. I love the versatility. I can do so many things. It's a whole new world. A whole new world's opened up to me, and I can just do whatever the heck I want. Ha 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 ha. Okay, I gotta blah, 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 blah. Change everything. You don't like it, just get rid of it. Get rid of it, and then make it better. Or maybe you will make it better, and then it'll be like, whoa! I'm glad I tried again. I'm glad I did something different, and it worked good. And sometimes it doesn't work good, so you just go back to the original thing, and that's okay. Sometimes you just got to do that. Yeah, we just got this guy. We just got this dude. Got this guy, got this dude. Ba 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 ba. Yeah, okay. And then boop. And then yeah, that's his lines indicating he's wearing pants. He has pants on. Man's got pants. I gotta give him his wings back. Those are a thing. Those are a thing that he has that I very frequently forget to draw. I The whole thing is he's part dragon, but how can you be visually more dragon when you ain't got the wings? I mean, I'm sure there's other ways, but I like giving him wings, even though I'm bad at drawing them. But that's like an important thing that he has, and yet I frequently forget him, as well as the horns. I added the horns, and I was like, these are really cool. I wanna make them a regular thing, and then I just don't. It happens a lot with my characters. I'm just like, yeah, I'm gonna do this, and it's gonna be really cool and awesome, and it's gonna be super consistent, and it's gonna be great, and everyone will love it. And then I just forget it always, forever. Um, so that's not fun. I'm gonna scooch this crown down. I can draw things, I swear. Ba ba da ba boop. Okay, yep. And we just scoot, scoot 'em, scoot. Yep, that. mm, Boop, boop. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, this makes stuff so much easier. It's such a pain when you're drawing like traditionally and stuff, and then it's just like, oh, I accidentally made this head too big, or this arm's like really weird and not working out with me, and I just want to hide it, but I can't do that easily, or else I have to redraw like half the thing. But you can just like freaking scooch it around. And it's like, haha, that's so much easier. I'm so happy right now. Cause everything it's so simple. Yeah. Not that I don't still love traditional art. I have a plethora of sketchbooks over the course of many, many years for a reason. It's great. It's a great pastime. I love being able to just like carry a sketchbook everywhere and then just like doodle out random things that come to mind whenever, you know. It's great. But sometimes you just gotta do things a little differently. Um, this is how I draw a shirt? I believe so. I believe so. He's my own character, and I hardly know him. He represents all of me the on the YouTube Twitch sphere, and yet I don't know how to draw him half the time. And there's more canvas to work with. I could be doing more, but I don't want to. So we're just gonna get rid of that line. Get rid of several of these lines actually. Okay, yep. Nope. Mm, no. Okay. Um. Okay. So we're gonna just we're just gonna mangle everything is what I've decided actually. Okay. That's not it either. Okay. We'll figure it out. We'll figure it out. Legs aren't the worst thing in the world to deal with. Sometimes they are though. A lot of times they are. Um. Yeah. They aren't the worst thing though. I mean, look at this hand. It looks bad. I will be fixing it later. Don't worry, but oh boy. Oh boy. Oh boy. Yeah. Okay. Okay. Mm. Bap bap bap. There we go. There we go. That's better. And then make this smaller. And then we go do 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 do. Sweet. There we go. There we go. That's something. Let me just clean this up a bit. There we go. Sweet. That's well, that's I guess my statement of it's something wasn't inaccurate. Um, is it something good is the question here. I'd say okay. Meticulous erasing. It must be very specific or else it's horrible. Okay, there we go. There we go. Hopefully hopefully like doing more digital art like this will help teach me to be less like meticulous about every single little thing and just let myself be more loosey goosey about certain things here and there, you know. 'Cause sometimes you just gotta be a little loose. You just gotta go with the flow a bit, but that can be difficult. So just try your best. Doot. All right. Okay. Now, um, stalling on the face some more. We're gonna fix this hand. We're gonna fix that hand. Imagine like some weird art game show where it's just fix that hand. Oh dear God. Um, and then it's just artists that are bad at drawing hands trying to fix a hand, or like their fellow artist who's bad at drawing hands that try to draw. Okay, that's how I usually draw hands. That's nuh-uh. I do the infamous connect the two little middle fingers and just kind of go with it and hope for the best type thing, you know. You know, I just do that and hope for the best. Ooh, that's pinky-ish. I'm gonna make it a tad bit smaller. Tad bit smaller. There we go. And then boop, boop. I wouldn't recommend this for all of the hands that you draw, of course. Try and diversify. Try and challenge yourself. But you know, when push comes to shove, sometimes you gotta go with old reliable. Sometimes you gotta go with old reliable. I think I should edit this fingy a bit. Shoop. That Looks a little better. Okay. Okay. Starting on the face some more, because I'm a wuss, I guess. I'm gonna, here we go. Get rid of that. Clean this up a bit, because I need to stall more. Okay. Yeah, faces aren't the hardest, you know. They aren't they aren't the worst thing in the world, but they can be a struggle. They can be a bit of a struggle. For some reason, I have trouble keeping them consistent. It's that's just a general struggle with like all of my art, but you know, unless I have reference right in front of me, I gotta I inevitably mess some up, you know. Something gets a little jank. Sometimes I try and like have specific eyes or noses for specific characters, and only sometimes am I able to like really get them down, and then other times it's just like that's a completely different man. Um, but yeah, because like sometimes I like know what it's supposed to look like, and then it doesn't look like that, and I'm just frustrated, and I'm like, dag nabbit, what am I to do now? And then I just kind of bleh, like that. A little too big for him. There we go. And then we just that's not it. That's not it. Because he has a specific look, and then I'm not able to get that look. And then yeah, just this looks off. Something looks off. I'm not I'm not doing something right. I'm not sure what it is. Um, it might still just be his nose. I'm gonna get rid of this little fringe here. I'm gonna remove the fringe. We're getting rid of that. We're getting everything gone. No detail. No more. No more. Um, so we're gonna go back a few steps and then try this again. Um, okay, there we go. And I'm gonna just go in with the face right away. Okay. Um, okay. Now he's it's almost there. Okay. Bah. Okay. All right. All right. We got this. We got this. We got this. Okay. No, it's like it goes too far out. There we go. There we go. There we go. We got it. We got it. We got it. We win these. Let's go. Let's go. All right. Sweet, sweet. And then nope. And then we'll get his eyes in, and then ha-cha-cha. There we go. There we go. That's closer. I'm gonna. I think I just gotta make them a bit smaller, cause this. I don't know. It might just be because it's further away than what I'm used to. I usually like zoom in like crazy when I'm drawing and on like my phone and stuff. It's it's a habit I need to break, and I tried replicating that by just sitting very forward, posture positively horrid, um, as it usually is in my life. But you know that was some of my worst posture yet. So, uh, posture check. Don't be looking like a heckin' shrimp, you know. Um, unless you are a shrimp, in which case you are valid. Okay, and then gonna draw the other eye. Thankfully, with Void, it's a lot easier to draw his eyes, cause they're just all black, so I don't really have to worry too much. If I make them too small, I can just, you know, fix them up, make them bigger again, and then like by just filling them in and stuff. And if I make them too big, well, that's that the issue arises there. But you know, we just ignore it. We just ignore it. Okay. Do all that just for nothing. Alright, yeah. Yeah. That don't look half bad. That don't look half bad. No. It's starting to look half bad. Here we go. Here we go. I love drawing mouths like that. Pow, pow. There we go. Sweet, 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 sweet. Alright, cool. Cool. We got we got the sketch down after half an hour. Jesus Christ. I need to hone my craft and get better at digital art. Okay. Let's add another layer. Let's see. Do I just want to I think I'm just gonna clean up the sketch a bit and then to use that as like the line art. At least for now. I'll probably try out line art sorts of things some other time, but not today. Not today. I'm tired and just wanna goof about, you know? Just gotta do some silly goofy things. Okay. Okay. Um, I kind of like how like janky it's starting to look with like the because it's not like super proper even lines because I'm not going for super proper line art. And I like the sort of like tooth it gives it, you know? It gives it a little more personality. And we love when art has personality. What accent am I doing? I don't even know. But here we are. Here we are. Avoid the tangents. Avoid the tangents. I'm pretty sure I haven't been avoiding the tangents, but oh well. We're just gonna have to live with it. Oh yeah, this is. Oh boy. Oh boy. Oh boy. Doot. Doot. That's fine. Yeah, we're just gonna live with it. We're just gonna live with it. Okay. Gotta fix up this shirt collar. Boop, 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 boop. Okay. Sweet, sweet. That is alright. That is alright. Okay. Cool, cool, cool. Cool, cool, cool. Okay. Bep. And then shoop, shoop, shoop. No. Shoop. No. There. Yeah. There we go. There we go. Alright. Nope. Almost there. Alright. Sweet. Okay. Um, and then we're just gonna fill in some gaps here and there. I'm gonna fix this sleeve. Gonna fix the sleeve. Um, because I've just realized it's not looking quite proper. We got a proper boy on our hands. We can't make him looking indecent with his indecent sleeves. Boop. No, that might end up being the case though. You hate to see it. You hate to see some indecent sleeves. Blah. Okay. Um. Okay. All right. All right. Okay. No, these suck. Okay. Hang on. Oi, 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 oi. Okay. Okay. We're gonna figure this out. We're gonna figure this out. Boop. That's something. And we're just gonna leave it at that. I don't want to deal with it more. And I'm slouching again. My back hurts. I wonder why. It's only a mystery. Only time will tell. And time has been telling. It's been telling me, hey, you've been slouching too much for your entire life, basically. Um, Stop that, please. We're in pain. But I will not. I will not stop. Can't stop, won't stop. Okay. There we go. There we go. Okay. Cool. Cool, cool. Alright. Alright. Sweet. Sweet, sweet, sweet. Just gonna give him his little. Nah. Can deal with that later. All right, cool, sweet. Now let's get some color on this bad boy. Let's see how that goes. Let's see down here. Nope, that's not this. This is the color spot. Okay. Woo. Oh boy. Okay. I have specific colors for him, but I'm just gonna go a little loosey goosey with it today. Um, we're gonna have some. Ooh, okay. Gonna have some fun with it, cause why not? Why not? I can use the fill bucket tool. I'm gonna use the fill bucket tool, cause I can do that. Haha! Look at that! Wow, it's a majesty. Wow, it's a marvel. Okay, cool. Gonna fill in some spots here and there, because sometimes it doesn't get everything. Always remember to fill in spots that might need it after using a fill bucket tool. If you use the fill bucket tool, and you gotta be sure. Gotta be sure everything's prim and proper. Okay. I'm gonna. Speaking of, speaking of which, just gonna zoop and add the little shrimp. No. We're actually just gonna redraw the thumb entirely. I've changed my mind. We're not coloring yet. Actually, I've made a mistake. I've made a mistake. Oh no. I forget. Oh my gosh. I forget I can just control V. Oh my goodness. How do I bring it back though? Well, I'll find out some other time. We're gonna scoot the hand over. You know how I did that whole thing to make it more in a specific spot? We're changing that again. Beep. Oh wow, look at that, he's waving. Wow. Okay. Um, sweet. Does that even work well? Does that even work well? Okay, I think that's better. Okay. And if need be, I'll just move it again. I already moved. Okay, there we go. Oop. Nope. Okay. Doot, 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 doot. It's slightly better. We can do a fun little thing called just scooching it down. And we're just gonna scooch down. There we go. I think that just fixed a lot of the problems. Yep. Yep, I always have a problem with just like making fingers too dang long for characters that don't have fingers that are too dang long. So this fixes that, which is great. Why didn't I think of that sooner? Why didn't I think of that sooner? Because I'm a fool. I'm a downright fool. Okay. Oh god, no, no, I've made a mistake. Okay, there we go. There we go. We brought it back. We're good. We're good. Okay. We're alright. We're alright. We're doing it. No, we're not. No. Alright. Fuck. I know how to work things, I swear. Alright, you know what, I'm moving on. We're coming back to coloring. Going back to coloring. I don't care. I don't care anymore. Okay, so now we're gonna find it's a rave. I'm gonna where is it? That's that looks about it. It could look jank because it's on my computer, but and it has very different well, lighting settings and such. But yeah, that looks about right. Okay, we're just gonna fill in the rest. Gonna fill in the rest manually. Okay. Da 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 da. That's just a guy. That's just a dude. All right, cool. Then what's next? Apple for his dragon features. Okay. I'm gonna go with that one. I'm gonna go. Motherfucker. Okay. I hate it when that happens. Sometimes you'll just press the thing for too long, hold it, and then it's gone. You select the color, and then it's just I didn't mean to select that. And then you're like, fuck. And it all goes wrong. Okay, and then I'm gonna make it a little darker for extra details. I didn't even mean to do that. That's not even something I meant to do. I still gotta, he's got a little more. He's got a little more. Whoa. Wow, look at that. Whoop. That's about how it looks. Color it in. Color it in. He's got, no. There we go. Sweet. Sweet. We got it back. Okay. Yeah. He's got scales. Fuck. He's got scales all over. Scales all over. There we go. Boop, boop. Pee on his hands. Do these ever stay consistent? Not really, but such is the way of life, I guess. Such as such as the way. Okay, and then a little darker for some extra details and such, for little extra bits. Cause damn. Okay. Stop it! Just let me color. There we go. Got little extra bits here and there. It's got little extra bits. Bloop boop. Okay. Yep. There we go. Does it have any sense of cohesion? Absolutely not. Just color. Color in. Ha-ha. Sweet. Sweet, sweet, sweet. And on his tail, too. At least I think so. Or maybe I'm just making more things up. I don't know. It changes all the time. Forever changing, just like life. Why am I choosing to make these sections so big? It's a pain to fill in. And the bucket doesn't even work properly because it has this weird line around it. See this? See this? I hate that it does that, but it does. It's frustrating. Ah, bah. But it is the way it is, unfortunately. There we go. There we go. And then he also has lighter details. Boop. So we're gonna do that. No! Dagnabbit. Okay. Okay. So now we got a bit down over here so we won't frickin' lose it again. I hate it when that keeps happening. I should just zoom in like a normal person instead of slouching super close to my screen and getting eye damage because there's like no other lights on in the room I'm in. Because the only light was my lizard's tank. And it turned off because it's nighttime and he needs his sleep. Even though he already gets so much of it, but you know. He has a schedule. He's keeping to it. Because he's responsible. He was a responsible lizard. Alright, sweet. And then we're just gonna use the same darker purple for the horns. Because, well, why not? Why not? Okay. Sweet, 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 sweet. We got that. We got that. Purple down. Okay. Oh gosh. It's going all over the place. No! Stay within the lines. There we go. Okay. Cool. And now we're gonna go with the shirt, which I'm blanking on how I've done it. Okay, yes, it is black shirt, like black dark gray shirt, and then white pants. That is what I do for him. That is the fit that he's got. Ah, color in everything. Ah. Okay, there we go. More blurry lines and such. Don't worry about those when you can just color them in. Just don't focus on them. Don't focus on them ever. Oh, it's gone outside the lines. It's gone outside the lines. It's a travesty. Oh well. Just gonna have to deal with it because I can't really tell what's line and what's not. I think I chose too dark a gray. But I don't care. It's my art. I can do what I want. Will cause problems later? Probably, but not with this one. Not with this piece. Because we're just going buck wild with it. Not really. This is nothing. But yeah! Woo! Coloring! We love to see it. Get hyped for coloring. Woohoo! I don't know why I just use the fill bucket on some things and then not on others. It makes me feel like a fool. Like a darn right buffoon. But here we are. And we're done. Wow, look at that. Perfect. Stunning. Marvelous. Okay, and then let's go. Boop. Okay, and then I don't know how to actually move the canvas on here, so I'm just gonna hope for the best. Whee! Okay, there we go. And then we're gonna just use the fill bucket this time. There we go. There we go. Brush. Fill in the little bits that might need filling in. Fill in the little bits that might need filling in. Get rid of those of crossed lines. They weren't even uncrossed. The line work's just jank. The line work, quote unquote. Not really. It's just a lame attempt at sketchings. Okay, and then this. Um, Never figured out how to do like the gold for the crown and the darn wings and tail, but you know. That's like the same exact yellow. It looks like it at least. I don't think it is, but it looks like it. Okay, let's get it more saturated. Um, Maybe it would actually help if I ever like actually rendered out the gold of of the crown and the wings, but I never do. So that's well, orange just kind of helps, doesn't it? Does it? I can't tell. But I'll figure it. I'll figure it all out one day. One of these days. One of these days. Oh, this little section here is a bit close, but oh well. Oh well. Oh well. May not be that technically good, but I don't care. I'm just starting to have fun with this one. Sometimes you just gotta forget all the oh damn it, gotta forget all the technical aspects of this, that, or the other thing, and just have fun with it. And unless it is entirely technical, then you might not want to do that because you could break it. But you know, something like art, you just gotta let yourself live loose, live free, live, live. Yeah, gonna just add an extra spike here. So I can do that. Cha. Power of art. You can just do what you want. Ignore everything if you want to, or listen to everything. You don't have to do anything. You can just yeah. Okay, and then he's got jewels in the crown. He's got jewels in the crown. It should not be the same. Should not be the same exact saturation as the crown itself. But you know, I'm gonna make the jewels the same though, because I can do what I want. Look, oh come on! Please just let me keep a color. Just let me keep a color. Okay. Shoop. God damn it. Case in point. Okay, sweet. And then it loops around, and then the last one over there would be a nice purple. There we go. Wow, look at that. Managed to draw and color something in an embarrassingly long amount of time, but you know. We're gonna try and add some shading and stuff. Do little things here and there to make it a little more, give it a little more pizzazz. Um, gonna add some shines and such, and hope it looks good. You know, just gonna hope it looks good. Where's my light source? I do not know. But we're gonna figure it out as we go. Gonna make it somewhere over here. Somewhere over here. Yeah, that works. That works. I'm just gonna go. Yeah. Grab this and make it real bright. Make it real bright. And add a shine. Fucking shit. And make it, you know, add a shine. Add a shine. Add a shine. There we go. That works. Boop. Damn it. Brown. Oopsies. Oopsies. Out of shine. Purple. No. So when I want it to color, it doesn't. It just selects. It just selects the thing. But when I want it to select the thing, it doesn't. It just colors. That's so annoying. Okay. Shine. There we go. There we go. And then these things. It might be good if I were to zoom in, but we're not gonna do that. We're not gonna do that. I'm just gonna be really far away and give myself bad posture. Even worse posture. Will this look even slightly coherent near the end? I don't know. But I'm gonna try. I'm never been that good at shading and such, so I just keep to the sketching and the base colors usually. Cause I don't want the things that aren't supposed to look shiny and yet they always do. Like lately. I'm just gonna add another layer. And then that's gonna be shadows, because that's how I know to differentiate things. We're going the opposite way. Actually, we're gonna, we're gonna, we're gonna, like here, and then we're gonna do that, and then, there we go. We're trying something that I've done many a times, but you know, we're doing it now. It's my first time doing it on the computer. Wahoo! Wow, wow, wow. Wow, wow, wow. Okay. Boop. God, it's like painfully quiet. I apologize for that. It's just I tried to do that. I'm using an eraser. I can't select the color when I'm using an eraser. I think once I get these shadows done with, well, I don't know, cause it's almost reaching the hour mark. I was gonna switch to a game after this. So I think I'm just gonna get some shadows down real quick, mess around with some of the light filters and such, and then we're gonna do that. And the game has some sound, so it won't be super deathly quiet, you know. Jeez. Um, yeah, that's the game plan for this. Just gonna do that. For now, we're just gonna chill. Sorry if the silence is too much. I don't really like it either, but such is the way of life. Such is my conflicting themes here, but oh well. Oh well. Sometimes it happens. Boop 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 boop. There we go, that works. Right? I know how shadows work very, very vaguely. Some of the time. I'll learn. I'll learn. I take art classes. I'll figure it out. Though I don't think any of the art classes I'm taking this year will go that into shading. It's just a general drawing class. I'm not sure. I'm just using it to fill up credits for college so I can keep doing theater stuff because I am a theater nerd. Very, very sad to hear, I'm aware, but you know, what is a streamer if not just a theater kid, you know? They're performing for an audience of an indeterminate amount usually. Sometimes it's just a very small audience because you only get like two people that walk in and they're just like, oh, what could this possibly be? And it's like, great, we only have like two people here, and then one of them leaves halfway through because they gotta get to class or whatever. But you know, sometimes that's just how it is. Um, there we go. There we go. Mm, yeah, yeah, and then I'm gonna multiply. Wow, look at that. And then we're gonna lower the opacity. Wow, look at that. So cool. Art hacks. Yeah, cool. Um, yeah. So that was fun. I didn't notice there was a timer in the corner. 12 minutes remaining. Yeah, I think this will be the end of the art portion of this stream. Um, no, we're not gonna review. But yeah, I thought that was fun. We're just gonna go back to the starting soon screen for now. Um, and we're gonna close out this, and then we're gonna start up the little game. This is gonna be fun. I also have to detach the drawing tablet I was using. What? What do you mean could not execute? No! No! What do you mean? No! Hang on. We're having technical difficulties with the diddly dang darn game. No, oh man. I downloaded it like right before stream and it was working. It was working for like a split second that I opened it. I'd like it to work, please. Please work. Game? Game work? Pretty please? Um do I have to do that again? But I already did the thing. Okay, yeah. Okay. Okay. None of this is showing on the stream, right? Ah! I opened Steam on accident. No, that's the wrong thing. Okay, yeah, okay. We're good. We're good. Just, what? What? Okay. I already did that. Hang on. Hang on. Technical difficulties. I apologize. We'll figure this out. We'll figure this out. Will it open from here? No. Um, okay, we just gotta do things again. Dagnabbit. Wait. No, I think I just chose the wrong thing. Hang on. Mm, mm, maybe not. I'm not sure. Um, no, that's okay. That's not the right thing. Dagnabbit. I apologize for this. I already. Whatever. Okay, we'll just do things again. Okay. Hopefully it'll work this time and not be not be all jank the whole time. We'll see. We'll see. We can only hope for the best. In the meantime, I'm gonna edit the stream info because it's no longer a drawing stream. Um, sorry, but we're changing things up. Oh damn, damn! I accidentally typed in damn when I did not mean to. Um, yeah. Okay. Um, okay. Gonna changing the title, changing the category. Does this? Oh, nope. Oh, it does have a whole category for just this game. Ho, let's go. Let's go. Okay. Okay. Um, save that. All right. Successfully updated the information. Once we get the game going, then it'll be 100% true. All right. All right. I'm excited for this. Let's go. Okay, I gotta also put away my drawing tablet in the meantime. Sorry if you hear the box. It's making noise. Oh, and it closes. It closes on its own. Wait. Uh, no, the silence. We hate it. We hate to see it. No. Or I guess rather we hate to hear it. We hate to hear the silence. We hate to hear the lack of we hmm, hmm, hmm. All right. All right. We got it. Okay. Okay. Things seem to be working. We're gonna do that. Open that. Okay, okay, it's loading. More loading. So much loading. We hate to see it. Okay. Ha ha. Ha 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 ha. All right. Okay, hang on. Hang on. Okay. There we go. Oh, looking for game to capture. You have a game, please. Please. I have a game right here. It's a beautiful game, I'm sure. Um, hmm. Why are you not working? There's a game here. Do you not have the right things for this? Capture cursor. Yeah. Um, hmm. I probably should have checked this as well. Um, shoot. Shoot, shoot, shoot. Will work for this? No. Um, oh no, not again. Not again. I should have gotten the music back started up. Okay. Ba 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 ba. Bidip. Okay. Okay. How are we gonna go about this? Um, ooh. Okay. Okay. I think. Ha 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 ha. We got it. We got it. That's right, everybody. We're playing the Grunkle dating simulator from like 2018, because with the Book of Bill being released, Gravity Falls has been on a resurgence, and I I want to date some Grunkles. I'm gonna be honest. So so we're gonna play it. Wow, music. It's beautiful. I am so hyped. Okay. Oh gosh, I forgot it was it. This is okay. This music is kind of loud for me, so I'm gonna turn it down a bit more, and then I think I'm gonna have to turn it up on the Steam. Oh yeah, no, I turned it down and then it was just completely gone. All right, all right, okay. Gonna turn down some more for me and then turn it up a bit more on the stream. Cool. All right, all right. We're doing this. Oh, I don't want to lose the pen. Hang on, hang on. Okay, hang on. Oh no, oh no. All right. At least we got some swanky tunes in the background now. Okay. I don't know how I forgot that this was a visual novel, but it is, so oh, reading time. Let's go. I don't have any water with me, but we'll live. Okay. Ah, good old road trips, full of promise and ripe with potential for adventure, soul searching, and incredible scenery. How do I go forward? Okay. Or at least that's what you thought before the novelty wore thin. As of now, your legs are cramping up, you've exhausted your travel playlist 2 times over, and your stomach is begging for something to eat. On top of all that, you're pretty sure you're lost. Damn. Driving through Oregon paints a pictures of trees, trees, and more trees. That I can confirm. As a certified Oregonian, I can confirm this. It's just a bunch of trees, but it's beautiful. Well, not really, honestly, especially where in certain parts of it, it's just buildings, buildings, and more buildings. But sometimes you get tons of trees, and those are my favorite parts, especially on the endless winding roads that you're taking up north. All that breaks a pattern is a sign that zips past with the words that you're just able to make out. Gravity Falls. The road continues on, giant redwoods looming on both sides. You find yourself anticipating something because as you drive on, you can feel it. Something strange is bound to happen here. Something weird. Oh, I love weird things. And that's when it happens. Your car picks up speed. The change came out of nowhere, and you quickly put your foot on the brakes, but horrifyingly, the car seems to be driving on its own willpower. Oh, dear God. Trying to stay calm despite the panic welling in your chest, you pull the emergency brake only to find that the car resists and keep moving forward like something is pulling it. The car begins to rattle, the wheels screech against the country road, and you're screaming until crash. Oh God, I did not know this game started with just a fucking car crash. Jesus Christ. How convenient. Um that's not good. Oh wow. This is really nice. This beautiful painting of the mystery shack here. Oh, that's lovely. There's smoke. That's not lovely. Why is there smoke? You cough, fumble for the door, and manage to undo the lock before the door is wrenched outward from your grasp. Something lands on your shoulder. A hand. Are you all right? It's him. Let's go. He's the first one we meet. I'm happy. I'm happy. I like Ford. Anyway, a man stands at your open car door. His hand on your shoulder his hand on your shoulder leaves to tilt your head up and pulls a flashlight from his coat, shining it in your eyes. 2 blinks and he lets your chin go. His eyes dart over the rest of you, looking for injuries. Still stunned, all you do is watch. What's your name? Regular person. Yeah. Uh, I've seen like a little Easter egg where you can't be Bill. Try again. Let's just go Void, cause why wouldn't I? Okay. And your pronouns? Oh, that's fun. That's sweet. I like that. He, him. Void, I'm Stanford Pines. I will apologize in advance. I do not think I'll be able to do any sort of voice for him or Stan, or Stanley, I guess. So yeah, I feel like if I even tried, it would turn out bad. And my cat is here. Hello, sweet boy. Do you have anything to say? No, he's just gonna sniff and try and drink my soda. Please don't. That's not for cats. Anyway. Void, I'm Stanford Pines, Ford for short. I would shake your hand, but you look shaken up enough as it is. You seem fine as far as I can tell, but you shouldn't head back out there anytime soon. Where on earth were you driving in such a hurry? You open your mouth to explain when a voice calls from inside the house. Oh no, I feel like I can't like say anything for Stan without doing a voice. Okay. Part of me wants to try, but I already know it's gonna be bad. Poindexter, this better not be one of your experiments again. I've had this place rebuilt too many times to. Ooh, I like his fit. It's something more casual. We don't usually see Stan in something so casual. Well, no, that's a lie. I guess this is. It's like a medium, you know. It's not his full mystery shack suit, but it's also not his half naked tank top and boxers. It's something in between, and I like it. Oh, and he's got sideburns like Ford, except they're slightly shorter. Neat. Sorry, I like admiring the art of things. This is good art. This is just good art. I just want to look at it for a sec. Like it's like they're just. Yeah, I don't know. Sorry. The owner of the voice walks out of the house and stops slack-jawed at the sight of your car in the sight of, you're guessing, his house. You must have hit your head earlier because you could swear you're seeing double. Sweet Moses, Ford, you've done it this time. What? This had nothing to do with me. I was testing my magnet gun and it must have pulled this victim of circumstance into the house. I suppose it is entirely my fault. I'm incredibly sorry. Oh my gosh. Ford tried to kill us before we even met. Oh, that's horrible. Reassure yourself, cry. Okay. Wow, I love that this is how we meet. He accidentally tries to kill you. Great. We love to see it. Gonna reassure him. It's all for science, you know? You gotta... It's for science, I don't care. Unsure of why you're reassuring this mystery man who just wrecked your car, you give an awkward shrug. It's alright? No, I must have done something wrong. A wire mix-up, perhaps. Or the... potentiometer? Potentiometer? They're talking about your other mistake, Sixer. Oh, right. Hey, look, it's fine, alright? Sure there's a dent in the hood from the shack's signage and a crack in the windshield that looks like an ominous triangle, but I'm sure she'll still run. You try to start up the car. It sputters, but ultimately does nothing. But ultimately nothing happens. You feel like crying. Oh. Well, let's call a tow truck for this unfortunate soul here and forget. I'll take care of it. You're right, it is cheaper to tow it yourself. Sixer, get that magnet gun out again. Perfect. No, Stanley, I'm going to fix this. What? You fix this mess? I figured out a few alien vehicles in my time. Nah, you kidding me? I taken some sort of... It takes some sort of miracle worker to bring this baby back to life, and this miracle worker is on vacation. Stanley, a moment. Ford and Stanley turn away, and you're left to your thoughts. Who can and God fucking damn it! I started this speaking so well, not stuttering at all, and for some reason, the stands show up and I just get so nervous. um, who could anticipate a car accident like this in the middle of a road trip? You can take care of the car, but how are you going to get home? They aren't buses out here, right? So you can take a bus out of here and then... Oh, he looks nervous. Ford clears his throat, shifting a little awkwardly in place. Seems like they finished their talk. So there are a few options. My brother Stanley here could drive you out of town to find a place to stay for the night, or you could stay the night here. Are there no, like, hotels or, like, crappy little motels or anything anywhere in Gravity Falls? I guess we don't see any in the show, but I mean, you know, there's got to be something, and especially a small town with a big old tourist trap like the Mystery Shack. I'm sure there's got to be something. Or I guess it's maybe just like a pass-through type of town. I don't know. Or you could stay the night here. We have some maps and information you can look at in the gift shop, and in the morning we can help with your car. What do you say? Just as you're about to answer, another high-pitched voice comes from inside the house. Oh, I wonder who this could be. Grunkle Stan, picture this! A whole week of... Oh my gosh. Oh, she's adorable! Sorry, the art's just so nice, and she's adorable. The girl that runs out of the house comes to a halt at the sight of your car. Oh, great. Grunkle Ford? Why is it that everyone automatically thinks I'm at fault? Well, this time it is my fault. But I've invited Void here to stay. Bleh. I can words, I swear. But I've invited Void here to stay with us for the night, if he'd like. I'm sure I can fix this. I just have to figure out how. Stanley sighs. I can take a look. Yeah, being on vacation's pretty boring, and the old Stanmobile hasn't needed a tune-up yet, so it wouldn't be too bad to work on something in the meantime. Thank you, Stanley. I'm sure I can put something together from the gadgets I have laying around if you need any specialized tools to help you with the job. And let me introduce myself. I'm Mabel. You can ask me anything. I pretty much know everything there is to know about this place. Wait, hold on. I haven't even said anything yet. I appreciate your offer to let me stay and to repair your car. Yeah, it'll be as good as new in my hands. I mean, look at my Stanmobile. She's been through the ringer who knows how many times, and she's still a beaut. He points out a red car parked a distance away. You can't really see how beautiful it is at this distance, but he sounds really confident. Well, this turn of events is fortuitous? Fortuitous. I know some big words, but that's not one I am as familiar with. I spelt it wrong. Fortuitous. Happening by accident or chance rather than design. Yeah, I mean, just knowing these guys, it was an accident. Free repairs, free lodging. There's no better deal to be found, and if things don't work out, the town probably has some sort of auto repair shop you can head to instead. Well, I accept. Thanks for the help. And my apologies again. What an embarrassment. I must have made such an pardon. I must have made such an elementary mistake. As the pines lead you inside the house, Mabel leaves her number in your phone for you to call whenever, and you find out that Ford's twin goes by Stan. This part's the house, but just outside the door is the Mystery Shack. Hey, have you ever been to the Mystery Shack before? I wanted to, actually. I saw a bumper sticker while I was on the road and got curious. You're interrupted by a loud and triumphant ha! Those bumper stickers were a good investment, and Sixer said they're too plain and graphically simplistic and don't even have an address on them. Stanley, how's anyone supposed to find the place to attract customers? Sixer, did you hear that? Well, they are graphically simplistic. I don't know how he found the place, let alone thought what is the Mystery Shack was compelling. I kind of liked it. See, he kind of liked it. Hey, I like you, Void. He likes me. How about I give you a tour sometime tomorrow? Regular price. Right. Tomorrow? Then I'll have to squeeze all my get-to-know-you questions in today. Void, tell me, capybara, yes or no? Oh, yes, absolutely. I love capybaras. Who doesn't love capybaras? They're like one of the best critters in the world, I tell ya. At that moment, a boy passes in the hall. A boy passes in the hallway at the far doorway, and Ford calls out to him, "Dipper, my boy." That just reminded me of SpongeBob with Mr. Krabs, and he says, Sponge boy, me Bob." "Dipper, my boy, I'm surprised I didn't see you run out to the scene of the crime." "Crime? What crime? I have an alibi, I swear." "Oh, you have someone with you." "Hey, I'm not suspicious at all." "Did you guys see that car in the side of the shack, though? For a second, I thought the Manitars were back with a grudge." "Ah, yes, about that. Dipper, meet Void. I've stranded his car here by accident. He's staying here for the time being." "Sorry, stranded his car here? You crashed it?" "Yes, the S in shack fell on it and everything, and the windows are cracked." "One window, the windshield. And Void was lucky to make it out alive." "He's fine, no injuries, thankfully. The magnet gun's rather safe despite never having been tested in a formal setting." "Yeesh, did you not, like, take safety precautions or anything?" Actually, the irony of the situation is that I was trying to install a safety precaution. Hey, if you two are gonna do your nerd talk, I'm gonna get Void set up. "Mabel, sweetie, why don't you go show Void around? Let him stay in the storage room. That's still empty, right?" "I'll make it empty." "Great. I'm storage now." Okay. "The rest of the day consists of Mabel showing you the storage room you'll be staying in, then the kitchen, and the living room, and the hallway, and the bathroom, and pretty much a comprehensive tour of the mundanities of a regular house. Eventually, you find out that the family is even more extended than you knew. The decorative doilies make a lot more sense knowing a grandmother normally lives here, and her grandson Seuss." Or was it Zeus? Whatever the name, you look forward to meeting him when he comes for work in the morning. When you go up to the attic, Mabel opens the door to reveal Dipper, nose stuck in his book, but you catch him occasionally glancing up at you as he pretends to read. The next member of the family snorts up at you from Mabel's bed, a rotund pink pig, who Mabel declares as her best friend and partner in crime, Waddles. The two are a perfect match, right down to the chubby cheeks and boopable noses. Waddles is such a guy, he deserves all the best. And in the evening, though you'd still been in disbelief over the state of your car, the family dinner and after dinner TV marathon you'd been invited to made it seem like a normal guest stay rather than forced circumstance. Returning to the storage room Mabel had shown you earlier, you find an air mattress waiting for you, and more pillows and sheets than a summer night warrants. Well, it's night. Like, sure, it's summer, but it's still night. It gets cold. What do you mean? Like, it gets cold. Especially if you're just out in the woods, it gets cold. I'd assume I don't know if they have a heater in this random storage room. I mean, they might. I'd assume it's like Ford's old room, but whatever. Uh, Point is, it gets cold. You're gonna need the blankets. You wake to the weak glare of sunlight streaming in through the small high window in the wall. You can't remember your room having this kind of feature, or any hotel or any. I apologize. Jeez. I can speak words normally. I swear. Ugh. Anyway, you wake to the weak glare of sunlight streaming in through the small, high window in the wall. You can't remember your room having this kind of feature, or any hotel or motel room for that matter. And then yesterday comes crashing back to you. Pun intended. You glance at the time to see that you've slept into the afternoon. Experiencing the accident yesterday must have left you tired out. Despite having been assured yesterday evening that you were free to anything in the fridge, you still feel like you're imposing on the Pines family and try preparing as polite a guest breakfast as you can. You wash your dishes in the sink before you leave, and just as you're about to exit the kitchen, you bump into Ford. "Excuse. Oh, you're. Yes, from yesterday, of course." For a good solid moment, Ford regards you in awkward silence. Ford clears his throat. "I believe Stanley's taking a look at your car outside, if you want to be there for it." You give a nod and make to leave for real this time when Ford speaks up again. And Void, I'm sorry again for the accident. If I'd been smarter about, well, let's just say it's entirely my fault, and you shouldn't worry about this at all. When it comes down to it, Stanley does have a knack for cars. I predict you'll be back on the road in a matter of weeks. Weeks. You can't keep the dismay off your face, and can't really bring yourself to try to, either. What am I going to do with weeks? Ford, who'd gone kind of uncomfortable and closed off when your face fell, recovers at the what? I was gonna say the complete wrong word. Recovers at the prospect of a question he can answer. Well, there's the town tour, of course. There's the town tour, of course, and the mystery shack. But if you ask me, all that pales in comparison to. Hold on, do you hear that? Ford turns to the kitchen doorway to investigate. The sound comes again, and this time you hear it. The squealing of a pig, followed by a pair of quick footsteps running down the stairs. Waddles tumbles past the open kitchen doorway, and Maple. I said Maple. She's not. Syrup. Mabel comes into view soon after, a few sheets of paper clutched in hand. Ford quickly steps out of the kitchen, and you follow to the doorway, getting there just in time to see the apparent tug of war between Mabel and her pig over a saliva-covered sheet of paper. The paper rips, and after nearly toppling backwards from her efforts, Mabel recovers, snatching the scrap of ripped paper from Waddle's jaw and lifting both pieces up victoriously. Ha ha! Mabel wins again! Now I just gotta find Grunkle Ford! Yeah. Ford, who'd run forward and held out a hand to steady this energetic child when she'd been in the danger of toppling over, now finds a number of crumbled sheets of paper shoved into his hands. Mabel tugs urgently at his coat. Grunkle Ford, you have got to help me! I can't. I want to be loud, but I can't. It is nearly 11 o'clock at night. Grunkle Ford, you've got to help me! Ford kneels down to face Mabel with a serious though concerned look. Slow down, Mabel. What's the matter? Dipper found a stack of papers from your old journals, and I walked in, and Waddles ran up and started eating one, and he must have been chewing on it to warn me, Grunkle Ford, because look. Mabel takes the ripped halves of the paper back from Ford's hands and joins them together, holding it up for Ford to see. I see. And you took it as a warning? Yes, it says here that it eats small dogs, and Waddles is a small pig, but he sorta looks like a dog from far away, and Waddles must have feared for his life. Waddles seems to second this opinion with a snort, or not, as it seems the pig is lounging adorably at a short distance away in the hallway. You can't imagine that what this dangerous predator could be. Some kind of wolf? Something bigger? You're suddenly not too keen on staying anymore. Remember the pterodactyl I told you about? Waddles was so scared that time, I can't let him leave my side. Pterodactyl? You suppose pigs are allowed in museums around here? How about I finish that repellent I never got around to completing? That'll keep Waddles safe from harm. Mabel flops down on the floor in relief. Grunkle Ford, you are an actual lifesaver. Waddles, you have nothing to fear. Ford chuckles, lifting himself out of the kneel and standing back up. All right, I'll go get my recipe. Ford turns to leave, and you suddenly remember that with nothing better to do for the weeks you're going to be here, it wouldn't hurt to get to know Ford. He seems to know what there is to do around town anyway, and you'll need that to not die of boredom in the first week. Or, more pressingly, you could go check on your car and see what Stan's made of it so far. You're not exactly eager to face seeing your car in the side of the house again, though. What should you do? Get to know Ford. Because I will admit, I do have a bit of a bias. Nothing against Stan. I just find Ford very interesting. Anyway, Ford, wait, need a hand with that recipe? I can handle it myself. Are you sure you can use a hand? Ford looks away then, and you follow his averted line of sight to Mabel, who's just mouthed something that you couldn't catch. When she catches you looking her way, Mabel gives you a 100-watt smile, the picture of innocence. Ford rubs the back of his neck. Yes, I suppose I can accept some help. And with that, assured that Ford is on the task, you spot Mabel rolling away with Waddles into the living room. Before we get started, I suppose I should give you an introduction. Void, tell me, do you believe in the supernatural? Yes. Well, you're about to come face to face with the unexplainable yourself. You see, Gravity Falls isn't some quiet, unassuming backwater town. Much more lurks below its surface. Ford pockets the crumpled journal papers and gestures for you to join him as he walks. You do, and follow him through the living room into the gift shop. For example, you must have heard Mabel mention a pterodactyl. Most would say none exist in the living world today, but I say not if you know where to look. Ford reaches under the cashier counter and retrieves a packet of vintage-looking gum, inspecting it for a moment before slipping it in his pocket. He looks around in thought. Hold on to my explanation for I thought it said explosion, and I was very confused. Like, are we getting dynamite? I don't know. Hold on to my explanation for the moment. I need to retrieve some more supplies. Ford ushers you out to the gift shop entrance so that you find yourself on the outside of the shack, then shuts the door behind you. Okay. Turn and try to peer through the window. Respect the man's privacy. He's clearly got business in that gift shop. Part of me wants to try and peer through the window, but I know realistically I would just let him mind his business. You, correctly and politely, just stand out here until Ford returns. You maybe scan the sky for a pterodactyl while you wait. Not too long later, the door opens behind you, and Ford joins you outside, looking no different than before. He must have stored whatever supplies he went to retrieve in his coat, but the trench coat falls too naturally on his figure for him to be hiding much. Where were we? Ah, yes. Ford pulls a pen and pad of paper from his coat, walking as he writes. Just as you're about to head out, he stops and smacks his hand to his face. Oh, shoot, 1 second. And he's off again. Ford hurries back into the house, realizing he forgot one important component to this adventure, a butterfly net. Before you get a chance to ask, he strides out ahead of you, obviously in no mind to tell you what it's for quite yet. The pair of you walk past the shack and down a well-worn path into the trees surrounding the house, sunlight peeking between the pines. He double-checks whatever he scribbled onto the paper and tucks it back into one of his coat's seemingly infinite pockets. He stops and turns to face you with a definitive nod. My recipe for repellent called for a sprig of lavender, 2 thin slices of ginseng, a drop of bat blood, a chunk of amber, and 3.5 millimeters of ink. He pauses, staring down at the path in thought. Obviously, I already have all of those components on hand, all except for one last ingredient, a single moth's wing. From Mothman himself? Hello? We're gonna hunt Mothman? I love it here already. You can't help it. You gasp. Ford glances at you, and you think you see a hint of a smile before he turns back to the path and continues along, wind ruffling through his hair. You see, Mothman is the very creature on that page that Waddles seems to fear. Using a piece of itself should ward it away, or at least lead it to believe that Waddles isn't for eating. I would have already completed the repellent years ago if I had managed to collect that wing. Was it too difficult? Oh, I just never got around to it. Besides, Mothman used to combat at this lamp I had lit out in the backyard. It seemed like such an innocent hobby that I never had the heart to chase it off. But if it brings Mabel and her pig a peace of mind, then the time has come to finish this. Sunlight filters through the trees, causing dappled shadows across Ford's coat as he leads in front of you. Break the silence? How much further are we walking? How do you know so much about this stuff? Wait for him to speak. How do you know so much about this stuff? I study anomalies, anything strange, unusual, or just plain weird. I began my research in this town because it was and remains a hotbed of paranormal activity. I made this exact trip years ago, though at the time I had no idea where I was going. It was just dumb luck that I managed to tail Mothman back to its cave from my backyard. Navigating the forest by moonlight is poetic, but not advisable. I made plenty of other discoveries as well, from fairies to gnomes to amalgams of creatures who were never meant to cross. To that, wait. Ford reaches into his pocket and pulls out the slightly crumpled pages that Mabel had pushed into his hand earlier, smoothing them out and shuffling through them. Take a look at these. They're more definitive proof than just my word. You accept the pages from him and find that they're scanned pages from some sort of journal, just as you heard Mabel say. Fluid cursive tells of Mothman, beard cubs, scamp fires, and more. Ford gestures to them and explains. I detailed my discovery in a series of research journals. The remaining pages, at least. I wonder where Stanley is keeping these. You drew these? Were any of these creatures ever dangerous? You've gone up to some pretty crazy stuff back then. Crazy stuff, or you drew these? Yes, of course. Who else? Okay, yeah, that feels like a stupid question. These ink washes look so masterfully executed. An ambiguous nod of acknowledgement. I've seen better. That's so mean. They're so photorealistic. I love your line work. My work now is far better, but I appreciate the compliment. Despite his understated words, Ford looks surprisingly pleased. Yippee! Oh, okay. You must have gotten up to some pretty crazy stuff back then. That's one way to put it. Only took 6 years for me to get in over my head. He takes a silent moment to look away from your gaze, seemingly in bittersweet remembrance. Were any of these creatures ever dangerous? Oh, extremely. Some were worse. Dangerously annoying. Oh dear. Though Ford seems to find his own comment amusing, he doesn't fail to notice your unease. I do have weapons in case things escalate, so there's no need to worry. You brought weapons? Not many. I have a stun gun, my fists, and my sharp wits. Oh wow, look at you, Mr. Smart Boy. I feel safer already. Ask him about these creatures. You shuffle through the pages, deciding which one to ask him about. It says here that Mothman turns into a bunch of moths. You mentioned gnomes. Will we catch sight of the pterodactyl? So about this leprechaun. There are floating eyeballs here. Gravity Falls is home to giant vampire bats. You mentioned a gremlin. Yeah, I mean we're talking about Mothman, so let's keep it on Mothman. Yes, that's how we'll get the Mothwing. When why not use mothballs as repellent? Well, I've never tried. Could the most conventional method be the unconventional one? Or would Mothman be able to overcome its mothly nature and persist? You didn't bring your magnet gun? I thought it would be prudent to leave its magnetic fields alone for a while until I have the time to optimize it. You see, I was trying to widen the area of magnetic influence, but it's been a while since I last worked with the gun. I needed to refamiliarize myself with its inner workings. My guess is I switched her on wire or two and instead narrowed the beam. I'd like to see how it works sometime. Really, if you're interested in devices like that, my old research colleague Fiddleford would have more to show you. He's the engineering genius around here. Neat. Okay. Ask him about the creatures. Giant vampire bats. Giant fruit bats, actually. They were among the first to teach me not to judge a creature by its reputation. I only realized they were harmless once I'd been bitten by one. Oh, no, that still sounds pretty bad. It actually healed quite fast. I attribute that to the health kick I was on soon after. Okay, cool. More creatures. Floating eyeballs? Sounds disconcerting, doesn't it? I once released them in my house by accident and found eyeballs in the most unsuspecting places for months. My guests chose not to comment on my choice of house decor. More creature questions! I love learning about creatures! You mentioned gnomes? Other other places have rats, mice, or insects as house pets. We have gnomes. Picture your typical garden gnome, but more disturbing. Oh dear. Pterodactyl? I doubt we'll spot it today. Perhaps we could go bird watching later if you're interested. I love birds. I would love to go bird watching with you, Ford. I love birds so much. I saw a hummingbird for I think the first time yesterday. There's probably a time in my past where I've seen one, but never really like realized it, or I just don't remember it. But I saw some yesterday, and I thought it was really cool. They were at a little bird feeder at a house my friend was pet sitting for, and it was cool. Anyway, so about this leprechaun, Ford groans. You wait for further answer, but that's it. Yeah, I remember the page of about the leprechaun in the journal number 3 book. I still gotta reread that, but God, it's horrifying. Alright, I spent the floating eyeballs. Now the gremlin. A rare specimen that I've since steered clear of when accompanied by others. Though if you want to see one in person, I'm sure it wouldn't hurt to walk into that situation again for the sake of education. Yes, for science. Okay. I've asked about every creature, so we have no choice but to walk in silence. Suddenly, Ford puts out an arm in caution, slowing his pace. Whoa, we were talking for too long. You narrowly managed not to collide into him, and take a quick glance around to see nothing? Look, there! You see what looks like a bundled up plaid shirt moving along the forest floor. Wait, is that a beaver's tail? It looks like a platypus. What are you doing all the way out here? Ho ho ho. Don't you mean a platypus? Ford shakes his head with a grin. I meant what I said. It's a platypus. A platypus. Ford moves into a crouch, but stays at a respectable distance, following the small creature. You watch him, after a moment mimic his actions. Ford gives the creature a bright smile, the first of its kind you've seen since leaving Mabel at the shack. You're a cute one, aren't you? And in one of my favorite patterns too. Oh, they have different patterns? That's so cool. Ford motions for you to move forward a little more to the distance he's maintaining. If I were to rate the oddities that live in this forest on a scale of least to most annoying, these little guys would get immunity. They've done nothing wrong, and I appreciate them for this. As you two watch in quiet anticipation, the platypus ambles into the underbush and vanishes from view. What a cute little guy. Dude, beautiful. The two of you continue deeper into the forest. The foliage seems denser now, and you look through the treetops for a glimpse of the sun, which has by now dropped low in the sky. It had been getting late when you left, but you hadn't thought Mothman would be this far out. Almost as though he'd read your mind, Ford answers for you. Mothman is rather reclusive, and as such lives deeper within the forest than bolder creatures like the gnomes. Are you alright? Huh? That is, are you tired at all? I should have asked sooner, but it's just been a long time since I've traveled with anyone new. Stanley tends to speak his mind without my asking. I'm tired, that was such a long walk. I'm worried about getting stuck out here all night. I'm fine, really. I'm fine. I'm glad to hear it. Still, we still have some time until sunset. Let's wait here in the meantime. I mean, why wait until sunset seems like an obvious answer, because Mothman, he's Moth, he'd probably just come out at night. So is this what you do for fun? Saving my niece's pet from possible danger? No, not really. I mean, what about trips like these, and your research? They come with a certain thrill, and I do enjoy my research, but one of my most favorite pastimes, Dipper tells me it's actually grown quite popular recently, is playing Dungeons, and more Dungeons. Yeah. I believe Dipper's prepared a campaign he thinks will really stump me this time. I am incredibly excited. Oh my gosh, I want to play D&D so bad. I've played like one little campaign with my friends like one time, and we didn't even finish it. I need to play more. I crave the adventure. The moment the sun touches the horizon through the gaps in the treetops, Ford gestures for the two of you to continue. You hadn't noticed, but you'd been resting within short distance of a small clearing that holds a cylindrical stone marker. The stone marker bears intricate swirls carved into its surface. Ford reaches into his coat and produces the packet of gum from earlier, opening it and dumping the pieces out onto his palm. Gum? Thanks. Unsure of why you came all the way out here to unwrap gum at sunset, you accept a stick of gum. Ford puts the remaining gum in his coat breast pocket. He unwraps the now empty gum packet to reveal that it was hiding a small piece of parchment, folded up to act as lining. He smooths it out against the stone, holding it under the deep orange-red light of the sunset. You step closer to look over Ford's shoulder. The parchment holds a detailed drawing of the swirls carved into the stone, documenting every crack on the surface. As you watch, a golden cursive unfolds itself across the page, seemingly fueled by the sunset's warm light. Ford reads the words as they appear. Such a place the Mothman doth rest, but please do not disturb his nest. If kindness be something thou bereft. Ford lifts the parchment a little higher to prevent his shadow from obscuring the rest of the line. Follow thy nature and turn left. Follow thy nature and turn left. What? Okay, such a place the Mothman doth rest, but please do not disturb his nest. If kindness be something thou bereft, follow thy nature and turn left. Okay. I think it's like trying to trick you out. Cause please do not disturb his nest. If kindness be something thou bereft, I'd assume that's like something bereft. Let's if I can type, I can figure this out. Deprived of or lacking. Oh, okay. So I didn't know the meaning of that word, but now I do. So, okay. If kindness be something you don't have, follow thy nature and turn left. So I think it's left then. I think you should answer this one. The answer is clearly left. Okay, cool. I figured I knew that for it, I swear, but I just want to be sure. Let us continue onward. Left leads you. I embarrassed myself in front of Ford. No. Okay. Left leads you to a dimly lit cave, which Ford says he remembers well, except last time he was here it was pitch black since he arrived in the middle of the night. From the depths you hear the faint sound of dripping water echoing off the cave's shadow-shrouded walls. You slow as your eyes attempt to adjust to the low light. Ford pauses in front of you, reaching into his coat for something. Hold on, I have a flashlight in here somewhere. This cave has never received such natural light, you see, and... He rummages further, and you see a couple dice, the pad of paper from earlier, and a quill. He has some custom pocket work going on in there too, and you bet one of his coat's inner pockets has a pen protector in it. Here we are, at last. Allow me to... Darn, out of batteries. Wait, I think I have one. You pull out your phone and I thought it was wait, I think I have a battery. And like why would you just have a random battery with you? But okay. You pull out your phone and turn on its flashlight. The light is small, but it does its job. Huh, you saved our hides there, Void. I was about to pull out a matchbook. Huh. With your light guiding the way, you and Ford move further into the cave, which yawns wide around you. It isn't until the sliver of natural light from the entrance disappears that Ford speaks again. It's been years since I've been here, decades even at this point, but I'll always remember the eye bats as one of my first discoveries when I arrived at Gravity Falls. How did you find them in the first place? One got into my house, you see. I was making breakfast one morning and one managed to find my cereal box. When I poured the cereal into the bowl, it came fluttering out, agitated, like it belonged there. The nerve! He still sounded so indignant, even after years later that you left. I wanted to contain it for further study, but unfortunately it managed to get away. As I thought about it afterward, its pupil had constricted against the light, unfamiliar with the bright light in the kitchen. So either it's nocturnal or it lives in the deepest, darkest cave in Gravity Falls. I found them easily after that. Did you manage to catch one? Somewhat. I came running through this cave with a butterfly net and my wits. I brought a working flashlight that time. They had all hid in dark corners. Once I turned the flashlight off, they flocked to me. I caught 18 of them that day, but it reminded me of the stealth uses of the rapid sound of clicking claws against stone startles you. A shiver running up your spine. The dark. You turn off your light. Ford taps your shoulder and gestures for you to keep moving forward. Eventually, the narrow passage widens into a large room. The darkness shrouds the source of the dripping water from view, but as your eyes adjust, you squint to see a strange winged shadow. A shadow with eyes that glow red in near darkness like rubies. Your breath catches in your throat as the realization comes over you. Ford is apparently fairly close to you in the room. You find when he speaks a few inches from your shoulder, you catch the shadow of his arm swing out in wide arc like he's introducing you to. Void, I would like you to meet the Mothman, he whispers. But even in the dark, you see him grinning excitedly at you. Ford looks between you and the Mothman, apparently hoping for a dramatic reaction. Your speechlessness seems to satisfy him. Don't worry, it hasn't noticed us yet. Here's the plan. You make contact. I make contact with Mothman. Okay. You make contact with Mothman, and he pulls out a butterfly net and a large lidded jar. Now where that one came from is from within his coat of mysteries is lost to you. We'll capture one of the 100 moths that comprise it. Wait, I get to touch Mothman? The Mothman? You're heading one with a butterfly net? Seriously, isn't this a little dangerous? I get to touch Mothman? Yes, and it turns into 100 black witch moths. It's like experiencing a swarm of locusts. Surprising when you're not expecting it. Remember, even just a light touch is enough. You steel yourself, awaiting Ford's signal. He waves his hand to coax you forward, and then it's up to you to decide how to, well, make contact. Run around back. Oh! We got dramatic music here. Okay. Yeah, it's a battle now. Okay, run around back to its blind spot, run straight for it, approach with stealth. I mean, he was talking about the stealth of the dark, and we're in the dark. Oh, but it is also Mothman. Can moths see in the dark? I need to learn more about moths. Okay, stealth. You tiptoe towards the Mothman, remembering Ford's comment on the dark and trying to channel your inner stealth skills. I have a lot of those. I watched a lot of Lego Ninjago as a kid. I know how to be stealthy. Of course, that's the moment your phone... Damn it. Of course, that's the moment your phone decides to start blasting Taking Over Midnight by Ampersandra. You're confused before remembering that Mabel added her number to your contacts and must have made that her custom ringtone. Mothman turns at the noise, screeches, but before you can barrel into it, the creature explodes into 100 moths. Oh, it still worked. Fluttering around you, getting stuck in your shirt and skittering around your face, surrounding you in mothy hell. Your task accomplished, Ford rushes into a large swarm of moths, waving the butterfly net with a few unsuccessful swipes. He tries swatting the more aggressive ones away, but there are too many. Use phone's light to attract them towards you and away from Ford. Run up to Ford and start swatting at those monsters with your bare hands. The light. You grab your phone and quickly switch on the light, running to Ford's side and holding it up. You even attempt to call them over, despite knowing they don't respond to sound. Before long, they all crowd around your phone. The sight of light flickering and reflecting off of so many small wings would be somewhat captivating if you hadn't just been in the midst of them. Ford puts the butterfly net back. Ford puts the butterfly net back away, and jar in hand, carefully scoops one of the moths up. Well, that could have gone better, but we've succeeded nonetheless. As Ford pockets the jar, you turn off the light. With no light and no threat to focus in on, the cloud disperses. That was amazing! Ford laughs, brushing dust and dirt off his trench coat. You could say that our completed repellent is within sight. Let's head back. Ford turns to leave the cave. He looks calm and content. You, on the other hand, are buzzing with energy under the adrenaline rush. Should you go for a high five? I mean, I don't see why not. Just a little one. I don't see we can't have just a little high five. Oh, new art? This is a different style than the rest of it. Oh, it's so painterly. I love the. Ooh, ooh, this is neat. Oh, look at that. Oh, it's lovely. You raise your hand in a universally understood offer of a high five. Ford pauses, then grins, high-fiving you. Or rather, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Hell yeah. When you and Ford finally reach the cave entrance, you find the forest that you left in the dying light is now awash with a silvery glow. A gap between the leaves overhead provides a view of the night sky, along with a long string of stars. A few more steps and the Milky Way comes into view. Yes, looking as if a tear across the fabric of the sky. Ford notices you looking. See something? The pterodactyl doesn't usually come out this late, but being a prehistoric creature, its behavior is rather unpredictable. I've never seen the Milky Way in person before. I haven't seen the Milky Way in a while. I haven't seen the Milky Way in a while. Have I actually seen it before? I'm not sure. I think so. But yeah. I've had a couple of chances this summer. It looks stunning over a calm ocean at night. It's incredible up here. You both stare at the sky in a comfortable silence for a few moments. The night of the forest settles in, along with a distant sound of flowing water. You find yourself surprisingly glad that Ford had accidentally pulled you here, if this is one of the moments you get to experience. Out of the corner of your eye, you swear you see Ford looking at you instead of up, but when you tilt your head back down, his attention is elsewhere. Eventually, the two of you come to a wordless mutual agreement to continue on, and you're walking again. You'll have to show me the other creatures that live here sometime. You're glad you're glad you said so when you look over and find that Ford looks pleasantly surprised to hear it. His chest puffs out with pride. Of course, maybe we'll even get to spot the hide behind, or tag along with Dipper when he next visits the multi-bear. The what? Ford taps his temple, grinning. You'll have to wait until I show you to find out. I'm holding you to that. We have some time left before we get back, if you're up for another walk. You must make a face, because Ford looks back to you and laughs. We're not far, I promise. I just thought I might answer a few of your questions if you have any. Actually, I do have questions. You must stay in great shape if you do this all day. Ha, actually this sort of thing isn't part of my exercise regime. Ford turns left at the Stonemaker towards the sound of the river, and sure enough, after a while, it comes into view. The moonlight illuminates the water as you walk along it. Yes, I love rivers and streams and lakes and such. Bodies of water are so cool. Okay, and oh my god, they're just so beautiful at night. Okay. After following the river for quite a few minutes, the shoreline expands into a small round lake in the center of a clearing. Overhanging it, oh my gosh, lakes at night are beautiful. I mentioned way early on in the stream that I went camping at a lake, and it was so good, and I got to see it at night, and the stars were beautiful, and I got to see bats, and it was amazing. It was amazing. I love being in the woods. I love the woods at night, and rivers and lakes at night. It's so good. Okay. Anyway, overhanging it is a large flat rock, the kind that could be used as a less than effective diving board in times of emergency. The emergency being that one just had to jump into the lake. However, neither yourself nor Ford really look in the direction of the diving board. He leads you to the edge of the lake where a relatively flat boulder could substitute for a bench, and the two of you take a seat. Break the silence? Ask about other creatures in Gravity Falls, his family, the Mystery Shack, Stain, the stars wait for him. Other creatures. You said to wait, but can I at least get a preview of what I'd be getting into? Not content to leave them to discover yourself, hmm? Well, has anyone told you about the Gobblewalker? You snort, taken aback by the name, but compose yourself when Ford simply raises an eyebrow. I don't think so, no. Not even in Tourist Guide? Does the office even read my letters? Ford mutters to himself something about updating the tourist guide to warn against local dangers. He sighs with a frustration that's reserved for bureaucracy, but soon lightens up at the prospect of getting to introduce you to another strange creature. Well, the Gobblewalker is a large sea creature that lives in this very lake. One could say it's our version of the Loch Ness Monster. Oh, my old research assistant apparently saw it at some point. He said it was large, gray, and scaly, with a long neck like a giraffe. You wouldn't have had any. You wouldn't have any. You wouldn't have had any odd sightings yet, have you? It's only been 24 hours, but my own first encounter with the strange occurred shortly after my arrival as well. Last night? Was there anything odd? Other than the whole thing? I guess, I don't know. It's a little silly, but I felt a little unsettled last night before I went to bed. Almost like I was being watched out in the hallway. That must be our unwanted guest, the decapitated. Oh, I forgot about him. The decapitated head of wax figure Larry Kane. I just tried to ignore it. We haven't been able to fish him out yet. Okay. Ask about his family. So what is Mabel like? In short, a force to be reckoned with. She radiates charm and positivity and has depths of determination I can only guess at. You'll find out for yourself, most likely. It's not hard to wake up one day and find yourself her friend. Perhaps you already are. Ah! He wiggles his finger spookily in the air and you laugh. I don't doubt it. What is Dipper like? Dipper is very intelligent. In many ways, he reminds me of, well, myself. Last summer, he found the research journals I mentioned, and instead of overlooking them, made some impressive contributions of his own. He has since started his own journal, and I look forward to see where life will take him. He's made me prouder than I can say. Ah, who is Seuss? Ah, the handyman, Seuss. Well, I'm not sure what he does exactly, but Stan gave him the rights to conduct his business with the shack, so he spends his day giving out tours, selling merchandise, fooling the townsfolk, giving no refunds, and the like. I may not have been around the original Mystery Shack very often while Stan was still running it, but I believe Seuss is doing the branding good. What's Stan like? Stubborn, foolhardy, a liar and a cheapskate. But a true hero at heart, and there's no one I'd rather call my brother. Ah, ask about the Mystery Shack. Ah, yes, the Mystery Shack used to be my house once upon a time, and now it's a tourist trap. I'm glad for what it's become as a home. I just wish it weren't so offending to each of the senses. Ask about staying. Are you really okay with me staying here? Absolutely. I owe it to you, after all. For helping me today, however, was not part of the plan. You're making it rather hard to settle my debt. I think you did me a favor just by letting me come along today. The two of you share a smile. Ask Ford about the stars. I love talking about the stars with people. You ask Ford if he has a favorite constellation. He answers... Yes! Okay, his answer comes faster than you expected. Orion and Ursa Major, without a doubt. What about you? I like the stars in general. Aquilia, Summer Triangle, coincidentally, Ursa Major. I mean, I don't know. I found myself quite a fan of Cassiopeia thanks to the Bears and Trees song, but... I like the stars in general. So, and since they're all your favorite, yeah, I do quite like the stars, just looking at them. There's so much about them that's so good. They're just, I love them. I love them. I love them. They're just even just looking at them and seeing just how beautiful they are is amazing. And the fact that we're able to see them at all is amazing to me. I just anyway, Ford looks out across the lake and thought, Void, I have to admit, I don't want I didn't want to take you with me earlier today. I thought I'd be walking myself into an uncomfortable social situation. So did you, to be honest. Yeah. Socializing is always a difficulty. And you did well up there. Not many tourists could handle the kind of task we just completed. This had the potential to have gone disastrously. I mean, a butterfly net against Mothman? Easily a 3% success rate. Sometimes the more Ford speaks, the less reassured you feel that until all that's left is a distant unease. You smile and nod anyway. The two of you sit in another moment of quiet night air, pleasantly chill around you, until Ford again breaks it. We should head back now. I'm sure Mabel will want to hear we've been successful. You stand and give Ford a hand up from the makeshift bench. Ford takes the lead again, and soon you're no longer able to catch sight of the lake when you glance back. Ford gradually adjusts his pace to yours, walking side by side with you in companionable silence all the way back to the shack. Almost there. You recognize. I saw the words before I fully read them. It's just a sass crotch to your left. Beautiful. Okay. You recognize from the incredibly flashy signs touting phrases like "Mystery Shack this way" and "Sasquatch to your left" that you are extremely close to arriving back at the shack. Back at the shack. As you and Ford leave the tree line, you see the bright lights shining on the porch. You make out a faint outline of the kids' shadows as they run through the house and emerge in an attic window. And Mabel pushes it open, leaning out. "Grunkle Ford, finally! You guys took so long. I had time to cover waddles and macaroni." "Why would you do that?" "I have my reasons. Did you get the thing?" "Yes, and I'm coming inside so we can stop shouting." "Void, come along. We've got a pig to save." Ford strides into the shack, a man on a mission. You grin and follow, but not before taking one last look at the night sky. Yeah, maybe your stay here won't be too bad after all. Back inside the shack, the grand conclusion to your expedition to the Mothman's cave is spritzing Mabel's pig with the newly finished deterrent until the poor piglet reeks of lavender. You see Mabel and Dipper head up to bed, looking sleepier than usual as a result. Something about lavender is so soothing to the senses that you crash out fairly soon afterwards, face first, on your makeshift bed. Okay. Oh, love meter! Call the caterers, I hear wedding bells! Oh, looks like this is actually working out. Oh my gosh, Mabel. This is so cute! Oh my gosh, this is adorable. This is lovely. Okay. Alright, cool. And I think with that, that's a good I think that's a good place to end it. Okay. So we have it saved here. Yes. Okay. Save it twice just to be sure. Okay. So saved. We're good. I'm gonna quit. Yes. Alright. Alright. I think we're gonna end the stream here. It's been a jolly good time. Hang on. I have a goodbye screen that I just never use. Here it is. I'm gonna try and update it soon, hopefully. We'll find out. But anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed that stream. I know it's been a long time since my last one, but you know, life happens and I just don't do things, but I'm gonna try and do more things, hopefully. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed that. I'm gonna continue that game soon, maybe tomorrow. I'm really enjoying it, and I definitely want to continue playing it on stream, I'm sure. So, see you guys hopefully tomorrow, and I hope you all have a nice day, night, whatever it is for you. And I'm gonna try and do a little raid to uh uh channel just boop go to Minecraft. All right, cool. Thank you for watching. Hope you have a nice time. Um, I have my Instagram and YouTube on the screen for you to follow if you wish. The VOD will be uploaded to YouTube for this stream and all others very soon. And I have all my past VODs on there. If you want to check that out, go check it out. And yeah, that's all. Goodbye. Have a nice day. So long. Farewell.